What's happening, beautiful people? Welcome back to Grateful Panic Knife Reviews. I am so glad that you stopped by, and I hope at the end of the video you are too. Today we're gonna do a review on the River's Edge Cutlery exclusive Real Steel Luna. And the reason I wanted to do this is I hear a lot of people around the community saying, I'd love to carry a slip joint, but the traditional slip joints just don't appeal to me. I want to find a decent slip joint that's more modern and maybe has a pocket clip on it, something that's more suited to me and my daily needs. So I thought it'd be cool to check out the Luna because it kind of fits that bill. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and get this panic dump and beverage check out of the way. And today I was carrying the Benchmade bug out with the titanium scales, and I also carried the Monterey Bay Knives EWC, and I had the Runt 2.0 organizer with the Alox Pioneer and Machine Era markup, and my flashlight was the Robivon Aurora A23. And as far as the hank goes, it's back to the standard Space Your Face hank from Lone Star Hanks. And as far as the beverage check goes, today we're going to be drinking on a little bit of the Voodoo Ranger again, because I'm still working on that six-pack. It's coming along real good. Those are helping. And as far as the shout out, let's go ahead and give a big old hearty Grateful Panic cheers to, how about, because he just recently hit 1,000 subs, I'd like to give a shout out and say congratulations to my good buddy Casey over at KnivesFAST. So Casey, cheers, brother. Alright, well that's gonna about do it. So let's go ahead and dive on down and get up close and personal with the Real Steel Luna. Alright guys, like I said, we're going to be taking a look at the River's Edge Cutlery exclusive version of the Real Steel Luna. So let's go ahead and get the specs out of the way so we can get down to the meat and taters of this knife. Alright, so what we're looking at is an overall length of 6.625 inches. We have a blade length of 2.750 inches, a cutting edge of 2.625 inches, and a blade width of 750 thousandths, or 3/4 of an inch. And then we have a fairly thin blade stock of 90 thousandths, and that is in D2 tool steel with a satin finish. Moving on to the handle, we are looking at 3-inch 750 thousandths handle length. We have a handle width of 875 thousandths, and we have a handle thickness of 340 thousandths. So let's go ahead and break Cletus out. Hello, Cletus. Alright, so we are looking at 1.92 ounces. Alrighty. There we go. But yes, you see that nice, that belt satin finish. And that's really, really good looking finish. And of course, this is a collaboration between Real Steel and Poltergeist Blade Works, and there is his logo. We got the D2 blade steel. And the opening method, now they're calling it a nail nick. I would not consider this a nail nick or a long pull or any of that. I'd just consider it kind of a strategically placed fuller. Yeah, I mean, it works well. As far as the action or walk and talk goes, it's just a little sluggish and it's not very snappy at all. You have a 3/4 stop instead of the half stop like we're used to, which is, that's cool. I dig it. It's something different. It's got a deep carry pocket clip on it, and it is secured from the inside of the scale, so you don't see any screw heads. So there's nothing to recess or countersink or anything like that. It's very unobtrusive. And another thing that I really like about this knife that I think they did well are these torque screws. Not as much of a chance of stripping these guys out, which is always a good thing. A stainless back spring back here. But this, tell you what, this drop point blade, I always like a blade shape like this for peeling and cutting apples. And I think it would do pretty fantastic. But I think the main topic at hand is this beautiful golden ebony wood that they used on the handle scales. I mean, this stuff is just absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness. So to kind of wrap things up, guys, you've got one attractive little slip joint here that really doesn't carry too much like a slip joint. Like I said, we got the deep carry pocket clip, so you're not just going to have to drop it down into the bottom of your pocket, or carry it just like you would your typical modern folder. It's not so much fidgety per se, but I mean, it is kind of oddly satisfying, that the little bit of thumps and clicks. And honestly, the blade steel that they use is fully capable of handling any task that you want this guy to handle. So if you're looking to maybe dip your toes into slip joints and you don't much feel like you would enjoy carrying a more traditional slip joint, say a case or a Great Eastern Cutlery, I think this is a perfectly fine option, and I think you would get a lot of enjoyment out of it. So that's gonna about do it, guys. That's about all I have to say about this one, and I appreciate you guys stopping by, and you are more than welcome to come back anytime. And until next time, guys, get on out there and EDC your ass off and do something nice for somebody. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.